Hi, this is the CAD/CAM Lessons channel, and in this video I will show you how to make gears in FreeCAD, because I don't know if you know this, but in FreeCAD we can make such gears literally with a few clicks. And FreeCAD is a fully free 3D modeling program in which we can prepare 3D models, among other things, for 3D printing or for working with other people, because FreeCAD supports the step file format, which is a universal data exchange format between CAD/CAM systems. And a huge advantage of FreeCAD is that it is free, it works without internet access, and it works on different operating systems. And anyone can use this system, and anyone can start creating their own 3D models quite quickly. And when it comes to creating gears, we make such gears using the built-in wizard, and it works like this. I will now create a new project. We create this as a parametric part, and here we open the part design menu. The drop-down menu is not visible in the recording, but here I am opening the part design menu. And here we have the Involute gear option. We choose this option and define the gear parameters. And when it comes to standard gears that can appear in popular devices, for example, when you have some device and gear breaks there and you want to make a replacement, there is a high probability that it is a standard gear. And in fact, we define the number of teeth and the module. I recently had a situation like this where I had to make a replacement gear, and it happened to be a gear that had 14 teeth and module 2. And I enter only these two parameters. Click OK, and here I have a sketch of this gear, and now based on this sketch I can create a 3D model by extruding the sketch. And here, as you can see, information appears that what we created is outside the active body, and this information may appear sometimes in FreeCAD, and then it means that the element based on which we are trying to create the solid, so in this case this sketch of the gear, is outside the active body. In FreeCAD we work on the principle that a body is this kind of container that contains solids, sketches, operations, and exactly if we create some solid, then all the elements that affect the creation of this solid are inside this body. And here, to create a solid based on this sketch, we simply drag this sketch into the active body. Okay, here this sketch has already jumped into the active body, and based on this sketch I can create a solid by extruding this sketch. Here I will create it to 10, click OK, and we have this kind of gear. Now we can create further operations here. For example, I will now create a hole here for a pin. I select this face so that this face is the sketch plane. I choose creating a new sketch. And here I draw a circle, for example, with a diameter of 17. I close the sketch and create a pocket. And here, as the pocket type, I choose to first, so that this pocket is made up to the first encountered feature, and in this case it will be the bottom face. I click OK, and we have something like this. If you are going to print such a gear, then I think it is worth adding chamfers or fillets on the bottom face. Then this can of course be done on two faces, on the bottom and on the top face, but the point is that the first print layers may be a little spread out, and this can be compensated for in the slicer setting. You can do elephant foot compensation, or you can also compensate for it in some way at the 3D modeling stage, or you can simply combine these two methods. Sometimes it is more convenient to compensate for this in the slicer, sometimes in the model. You simply have to refine for yourself how you will create such 3D models. I usually need to use this very much as one-off, and I simply sometimes create chamfers or fillets on the model. And here, to create chamfers or fillets, we select the faces, we choose, for example, the fillet operation, and here we define the radius. I will set, for example, a radius of 0.3. I accept this, I wait a moment for the recalculation, and we have something like this. It is possible that this radius will be too small, it is possible that after printing there will be a bit thicker material here, but such things simply need to be refined experimentally. But as you can see, literally with a few clicks we can create gears in FreeCAD. And as I mentioned, standard gears very often appears in devices, and then to make such a gear, it is enough to take these very basic measurements, and on this basis we can define the tooth module. We can simply count the number of teeths based on the original gear, and when it comes to the module we can calculate something like this easily. But certain module values are also standard, and if we get something close to a standard value and it is not necessarily exactly a standard value, then we can rather choose the standard value, and we will simply make such a gear. We will check whether it works, and if needed we can easily make corrections. If something needs to be changed, we simply make another gear and print another gear, so there is no problem with that. We can also, for example, use AI and ask ChatGPT for help. We will show it a picture of a gear, showing it the dimensions we can measure, and it will also help us select the parameters we need to define in FreeCAD. And after preparing such a gear, we can export it to the step format, and to do this we select what we want to export, and from the file menu we choose export, then we define the file format. I usually export to the step format. We define the file name, and FreeCAD will export it to the step format, and we can put such a gear into a slicer, or we can use it in another CAD/CAM system. Because as I already mentioned, the step format is this kind of universal data exchange format between CAD/CAM systems, so if you make such a 3D model in FreeCAD, then someone else in Fusion, in SolidWorks or in Inventor can open this model and can use this model in their project. And okay, that is all for today. This was this kind of short piece of information. I used this myself recently. It was very useful to me, and I thought it was worth talking about it, that there is something like this in FreeCAD. I once recorded a video on this topic, but with these videos on YouTube it is like this. They live for a few days after publication, and later very often these videos disappear somewhere and new viewers rarely come across these videos, so sometimes it is worth refreshing certain topics.